What is up, BWO world? It's your boy Corey. We are live on another Wednesday night. I got both my co-hosts, I believe, above me, Spartan and Patrick. We have our guest today. And I'm pretty sure if you're in the podcast BWO, you know who that is right there, Mr. Joey Hat. Appreciate you being on tonight, bro.
Not a problem. Always down.
Before we get into things, Joey, man, talk about your and Lou's new show, man, where they can check you out. I believe, I don't want to get it wrong, right? Rocky Mountain Football Podcast, right?
I think it's Rocky Mountain Bills Podcast
Bills
or
Podcast.
Mafia.
I can't remember.
Bills Mafia, because he tried to just put Mafia, but they said he couldn't.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, it's Rocky Mountain Podcast. We're doing it's about the Bills and other sports, but it's about football in general, all the teams. We do a weekly rundown of who we think's going to win. Talk about games, talk about, players that tank, players that do good, stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
Going pretty good.
Yeah, I know. I tried the other night. I tried to get on there with you guys, but between the kid and my internet and stuff, man, I had to even my headset. I just had to get a new headset. I bought like a $300 headset a few months ago, dude. I have to get a brand new one already. I'm so pissed.
Yeah, right.
Can't stand it. But the Bills game, guys. Let's get into that. Anybody want to take the first? Anybody want to go first with their thoughts or prayers or ideas or bad, good, anything?
We'll call the defense what it is. We'll pull Enzo Amore here. They are soft.
Agreed. Spartan, you got anything, brother?
Come on.
Defense.
Come on. It can't be soft. Can't be soft. Sean McDermott's a defensive-minded head coach, and he knows how to put a defense together.
Don't get me started on him.
That's the thing I don't get. Like, isn't defense his specialty?
Yeah. I mean, literally, we talked about this when you came out to visit me at Letchworth this weekend, Corey.
Right.
Like, we've gone through so many defensive coordinators, and every time the blame is on them. But at the end of the day, your head coach can veto whatever the hell he wants, which he's probably doing. And as much as, like, I want to be like the McDermott, trust the process, I'm starting not to trust the process anymore.
Right.
Because the defense our offense is doing what they can.
Right.
But defense isn't doing it. And obviously this weekend our offense was lackluster, but our defense needs to hold up their end of the deal.
I love Sean. He is the best coach we have had in a long time. He could even arguably be, besides not getting us to a Super Bowl, one of the best. The best, some people might say. But
not yet.
Right. But why is our defense always soft? And like you said, trust the process. What year now are we on the process?
Is this year 8, year 9?
What do you got, Joey?
Well, the Pagulas have owned the Bills for 11 years as of today.
Oh, yeah.
Our defense is what it's always is, soft. And now we have corners going down, and we're already thin there as it is. And we definitely need Oliver back because the rookie can only do so much. I mean, he shows flashes, and you see him in there, and he's moving people and stuff, but he needs Ed there with him and stuff. Like, they practice because he's out there like he's on an island.
I don't believe Ed just got his foot stepped on by another player. Like, Ed is a big ass dude. He is like, I get it. And there's big guys out there, and they can match you up with those cleats. But it's like the third week now. We're a stepped on fucking foot, dude. Allen had his nose broken. He was like, hey, snap it back in place. Let's fucking send it, man.
He got stepped on by a horse.
And he's the quarterback. He's got to look out and see, even when you reset that nose, you're gonna get watery eyes. It's gonna naturally happen. So he's got to keep it like not taking anything away from linemen or whatever. But technically, at the end of the day, you a fat motherfucking big ass motherfucker. As soon as you hear hike, you put your fucking hands up, hit the big bitch in front of you, and try to get past him. You can't do that with a stub fucking toe, man.
Well, you heard what he said, right? Well, I heard it. I got stepped on at practice. I don't know what you've heard. I got stepped on by a horse.
Right, he
I
even
got
said,
ran
"What did
over
you
by
hear?"
a car.
I guess that's what it is. Yeah, quit riding them horses during the regular season, Playboy. Save that for the off time.
I think he said he owns like 12 of them now,
Yeah, man.
12 or 15.
My take on the Ed Oliver thing is, I'm sorry, but he's starting to look like a pussy. You got your stepped on in practice, and you've been out for 4 weeks.
You think it's one of them things where they make money all of a sudden, and they're just like, "Oh, I don't have to do as much anymore. I'm getting paid anyways."
Look,
Isn't that what always happens in Buffalo?
Look, I don't care what exactly happened. I want to. It's time for a little bit of transparency from that guy. What's wrong with the foot? Clearly, it wasn't just stepped on. Clearly, you either have a broken bone or some torn ligament, something, because there's no reason that you should be out for 4 weeks.
If you get hurt outside of your contract, right, doing something you're not supposed to, can't you get fined and like penalty and that? And I'm not saying like that. This is all, like I said, I'm nobody. I got a Google bar just like everybody else and ESPN and shit. I don't know shit. But do you think maybe like some powers that be know something about something? Like, hey, the dude got hurt doing something he shouldn't have been doing.
Well, you've seen what
horses or fucking bucking Broncos or breaking in horses during the regular season. I mean, I'm sure they're allowed to do whatever the fuck they want to do, but like,
you've seen what happened with Hines when he got hurt in the jet ski accident. He tried to sue the Bills because they said they weren't paying him the remainder of his contract.
Right.
Because he wasn't supposed to be doing whatever he was doing, and he got hurt.
Right. That's why I don't. Like I said, there's bigger guys than him out there. Don't get me wrong, but like, dude, a stepped on foot, man. Like,
and my other thing is our corners are hurt and we're thin there, and we got this first round corner sitting there. He's running. He said he's been grinding the whole time, and he's ready to come back and show everybody why he's a first round pick, and still nothing.
They haven't even opened his window yet.
And I love Trey White, man. I'm glad we bought him back, but he was supposed to be like the 4th or 5th cornerback, like an option to hop in here and there. And I mean, like, I get it. He's getting burned. It's just age. It's nothing against him. You're just old, homie. Sorry. But like, and I love Trey White. I'm an advocate for the guy, but you're not a starter anymore, bro. And he's doing his best because that's what we got right now. Like you said, where's this young kid at? Like, we got to start. And it's like I said, I'm also an advocate for take our time and let them heal up, like the Bass injury. But like, at some point, you got to start addressing stuff or thinking about moves or thinking something like even trades or something. Think of something at this point.
Well, Atlanta's like the first ranked defense right now, ain't they?
I'm pretty sure. They're
That's
right up there.
That's what somebody told me. And it's like, if you can't get past the New England defense and you could barely get past the Saints, what are you going to do against the number 1 defense?
I made in our group chat the other day, these guys will it was a joke, but it's kind of not, because same thing. I have a Knox jersey. This young kid at tight end, Hawes, was leading tight ends the other weekend, was like the hottest tight end. And Kincaid has been fucking killing it. So not that I don't like Knox, not that he doesn't fit our scheme, whatever, but why can't we fucking try to trade him or something, like anything to get a cornerback, to get something, anything to help this defense at all?
Well, if we bring anybody back off of IR, we have to give somebody up. And we're about to have 2 players back on after week 6, after the bye. So someone's going to have to go anyway. And it's like,
Maxwell Harrison will take a spot too when he comes back. So that's 3.
Right. So that's 3 right there. And then we have another lineman that's hurt on IR. If he comes back, you got to give up another player. So it's like, you got to figure out what we're doing, because who are you going to give up? Shavers, the dude that we traded the Jets for, that we healthy scratch for 2 weeks, a receiver. No, you're going to give up something that isn't going to hurt your team as much, but you're going to have to give up something.
Right. And at this point, we don't have much to give, except, like I said, the hottest piece I think we had if we did a trade is Knox. Like, that's the only thing we could. What do you think, Pat?
Well, again, I think nothing's in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with Trey White. Yeah, he's a little bit slower than he used to be, but look, as you said, he wasn't supposed to be really put in this position to be the number 2. But at the same time, I don't know if he's necessarily just getting burned, but he has no help out there. Where like every so often you'll see Cole Bishop show up or the safeties and free safeties. But
where's that DeMar Hamlin from last year? I haven't even seen him. As much as I said get rid of DeMar, I haven't even seen the dude on the field.
That's the problem. Is like the only one that's in the secondary that seems to be in position all the time. And unfortunately, he's a little bit behind because of him being a little on the slower side. Is Trey White, but everybody else is always out of position or not where they're supposed to be. And it's like I don't want to fault the guy because it's like, dude, he's out there by himself. He's pretty much on an island trying to do it all. Now, granted, some of those problems go away if our defense of line actually completes tackles.
Right. That is another solid. I say that every week. It is one of my biggest pet peeves, whether it's a almost sack in the backfield, whether it's a tackle on the running back 5 yards down the field. The first guy that hits him or wraps him up cannot finish the fucking tackle. The dude always busts free for another couple yards or another 10, 15. The sacks, we have the quarterback down for like a loss, and all of a sudden, boom. I'm like, not like,
And Shakir was disciplined for the first drive of the game,
right,
by Coach McDermott. And then
I like and I dislike that because then, like, you got players that are rolling, they mess up once, and then he's like, "All right, you're done." Like, no, man, they were cruising. Let them get.
Yep. And it's like,
think,
what's up?
What do you think, brother?
Well, to speak on Joey's behalf, the Falcons are ranked number 1 in total defense.
Are they?
Yep. So going into this next game, we're going against the number 1 ranked defense in the league. They're averaging 244 yards and 8 touchdowns for the year. We're 9th. As shocked as I am, we are 9th on defense. I thought we'd be a lot lower. But we're coming in at 299.6 yards average per game, with 13 total touchdowns scored against us this year. So that's the big difference. They've only had 8 and we've had 13.
Damn.
So
I just got a question.
Yeah, my bad, Joey. Go ahead, man.
I got a question for all of you. Now, we all know Drake May goes to the right. It tells you. He always goes to the right. That's his strong side. And you just keep letting him burn you all game long on that right side, all the way down until the fourth quarter. And then you decide to stop. Well, guess what? Stephon Diggs is very good at hugging the sideline and catching them. You didn't see it happen when he was here all the time.
Right.
And
Benford Coleman's doing for us. That's what Diggs did.
Benford looked like he was just on cruise control, and the offense was like, oh, yeah, well, we can just monkey around. We got this. Turnover. Oh, well, now we're in trouble. But technically, we were still in it till the end.
Right.
So
Allen, even on the bench that one time, looked like the old Allen, all pissed off and like fucking which I mean, I get you're allowed to get that, but like, man, tone that shit in. It's your first pick of the year, dude. Relax.
That Coleman fumble was the backbreaker because most of them were in the red zone.
Right. That's this man. That's what I don't. It's like we were just Normally, it's been like the offense has been keeping us in the games, and the defense is shit. And then the beginning of this week, it was like the defense was what was keeping us in the game in the beginning, and then all of a sudden, just everything was ass all over the fucking place.
Well, it's like if you see Josh Allen under the center, 73% of the time when he's under center, we're going to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
When Josh Allen's in shotgun, 73% we're going to throw the ball. There's no it's Manila. There's no action. There's no nothing. They already know what we're going to do when we're in that formation. So all they have to do is stop us. They already know. You're telling them what you're doing.
Right.
You're like telegraphing it to them. Oh, look, we're going to throw.
Can you remember? All right, I got a question for all you guys now too. Can you think off the top of your head and honestly remember? I know we did, but that many James Cook handoffs Monday during that game? Because I really didn't see it, and I was at the game.
I mean, he had a few, but
right. I was like, dude, why do we keep we're not handing off? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, we're not even giving dude a chance. And then I was like, with the 8 seconds left, that was another pet peeve that we're not utilizing this year. And I'm not saying, because Allen made the comment in his interview, like, oh, we don't need to throw the deep ball, like we're winning, this and that. Okay, one of your powers, or one of your strong points is the deep ball. You have that cannon of an arm. Just like you can run and hurdle and truck stick dudes and take a hit and get back up. You have a cannon of an arm. We had 8 seconds left. I get it. No timeout. It was a fucking Hail Mary of a play. It was a chance in hell. But why didn't we throw it? If you got that ball off within the first second or two, why didn't we throw it down the sideline and try to at least kick a 50-yarder, a 40, something, anything, rather than dump it 5 yards down the middle of the field and just say, whatever, the game's over.
I mean, our field goal kicker does have the most 50-plus yard kicks in the NFL.
Right? I was like, we didn't even give nobody a chance. Like, and like I said, I know we're being real biased, but we're still diehard Bills fans. Obviously, Spartan's a super fan. We're just expressing our angers and our whatnots, okay? So don't be like, these guys are fair weather fan. No, all right.
Well, it's like we all knew.
Like, oh, don't fire McDermott. I get that. Okay, he's great. He's killing it. Yes, his record is 110. I don't give a fuck. Okay, you can't get it done. You turn into a fucking pussy in the fucking playoffs. Whether we're winning or not, you play this scared fucking ball against all these hard teams. And I'm sorry, dude. Like, if we can't get a Super Bowl or make it this year, I think McDermott has to go, man. I'm sorry.
That's a whole nother can of worms right there.
Right, dude. Right. People are going to hate me now.
Well, I mean, again, definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So, again, we said it going into the season and during the offseason that if the defense is the reason we lose in the playoffs or don't make it to the Super Bowl, yeah, McDermott's probably got to go because, again, you're not changing anything. But, I'm agreeing with other people. It's too early to be calling for him to be fired. It's one loss.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not at all right now. No, we're 4-1. I was the first one to be like, get pissed off during the game and all. But then I was like, look, man, we're 4-1. We got a whole bunch of injuries. We got a defense that's barely clicking. Like Jared Reed said, the first 4 weeks for those veterans that don't go to the training camps that aren't mandatory, this first 4 weeks is their training camp and clicking with all these new guys on offense. So I get it by like 5-6 weeks. That's why I'm glad we have the bye week coming up. And his record shows when we lose a game like that, we always come back the next week and smack that team in the mouth. Like Allen has some type of that Superman in him. So we come out, smack the Falcons real quick, and then take the bye week and then come back healthy and figure out where our roster's at. Because like Joey said, we're going to have to drop some guys to bring these IR guys up that are going to be healthy in 2-3 weeks. What do you think, Spartan?
My biggest issue, I think, and again, not fair weather, nothing. It's just what I've noticed over the past, 40 years of watching Bills football.
Right.
We seem to always play down to our opponents. We don't play our football. We play the football that we're playing for them. We need to play Bills football, which clearly we did not play last week. And if we were to play our football, we would dominate a game like that. But we're playing this watered down Manila offense, this defense that couldn't punch its way out of a wet paper bag. Like, I don't know what's going on, but every time that we have a loss, look at the Jags whenever we go to freaking London. We lose to the Jags in London all the time. Yes, I understand that they're there for like a whole goddamn week. But still, we lose to the Jags. This year's the Jags are a different story. Okay, Trevor Lawrence is a lot better than what he has been. But
Yo, Pat, share Lou's comment real quick. He said, I don't give a fuck who we hire. I'd take Rob Mullen. He might let Alan just do his thing. All right, Alan, you did your thing, but this is why it was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
hold on.
talk to him after.
Yeah, for like 2 weeks, and then he's gonna block him.
Yeah.
All right, you guys got any good points about this week at all? Anything you saw that you liked besides, I think Kincaid was my only good point. Like Kincaid was tearing it up.
I mean, when James Cook got his opportunities, they weren't very many, but he did make the most of them. Considering, I just think it's really hard to put any good notes on this game.
Yeah.
If you're a Bills fan, because
I think the Yak Master got, in early, but we didn't continue feeding him the ball either. Shakir.
yeah,
I mean, he last year he was like our number one, and we've barely seen him this year. I was like so happy that like he caught that ball and was able to score. Like I was like, man, finally we're gonna use them, and then they didn't throw him the ball hardly ever again.
and to bring up, to go back to Corey's point or question, I guess, you brought up about, Allen has the cannon for an arm. Why don't we use it? Problem is, I'm not sure that we have a wide receiver that can get down the field fast enough right now. So maybe
not fast enough, but separated.
Well, yeah, but again, it doesn't separate or not. You still can't if you can't get down that.
I mean, if Coleman was 1-on-1, 40 yards down the field, 50 yards down the field, I'd throw it up to him.
Yeah,
but like you said, we got nobody to make that separation.
Right. So that's why maybe you can't, again, you can't call that play because it still would have resulted in nothing. Because again, you can't get anybody down the field. Now I know there's obviously there's talks at this point, and I know, but maybe go after a wide receiver. I don't think the offense is the fine. I just think I think personally, I think the offense just had a bad day at the office. It's going to happen, but if their struggles continue, then I'm going to be worried about the offense.
Right? They're always close.
But let's call it what it is too. I guess especially against the Falcons right now, or coming up Monday, and we'll transition into talking about that game real quick. But they have Bijan Robinson. That guy's going to run all over us if he's on the field. So maybe not going for the home run shot right now.
Stop the run. That's
Well,
another thing we've had for years.
The only way we're going to stop the run is that offense has to methodically go down the field and literally take as much time off the clock as possible while scoring points. Because literally that's the only way you're going to minimize the damage that Bijan Robinson is going to do to us.
Against the number one defense.
Well,
Yeah, what do you got, Joey?
Let me tell you, Bijan Robinson, when he came out of the draft, I wanted that dude so bad. I was like, look at him. He's like the little Barry Sanders, but the mini-me size.
Yeah.
And they got a good defense. Their offense isn't bad. They got Penix. They got some players over there besides Robinson. I mean, no one to like boast about, but they got a good tight end. Was it Pittman?
Pitt.
Yeah, and then stuff like that. But like it's like kind of like what Corey said. It's like we never get slapped around twice in a row usually. Like Sean McDermott's gonna make this point home, hopefully, because no matter what it is, Sean McDermott said he has his finger on every phase of the game. So no matter what it is, offense, defense, special teams, this, that, he's got his finger on it. So it is what it is at the end of the day. Even if you are the defensive coordinator, you do what he tells you to do. Just like Frazier did.
Would you, real quick, that makes me think how we're like, if we didn't make the Super Bowl, this and that fired, would you get a McDermott or would you switch him to defensive coordinator? Or would you not give him a shot after what he's done in 9-10 years?
Well, if he can't get the defense right, why am I making him defensive coordinator?
That's right. That's what, man. Like he was when they brought him in. He was so like they were like. That's what I even said at 1 year. It was like year 2 or 3 of him when I forget who the coordinator was, but he was trash. And that we knew like our defense. I was like, why don't we just let Sean run the defense too? And I think he did. And we did okay. And then, but I was like, how are you the head coach? We got Bobby Babich, who's supposed to be pretty decent. And I was like, and we got guys that are top guys in the league. Like I'm not trying to be biased as a Bills fan, okay? Like, call me. If you guys think I'm wrong, let me know, please, because I'll take it. Our D-line, Greg, and especially when it gets healthy, Greg Rousseau, Ed Oliver, fucking Joey Bosa. I'm like, we are the hottest fucking defensive line in the NFL. How have we not got 30 fucking sacks already?
I agree.
Like, huh?
Well, Russo
like I said, you have a bad game, you have a bad day, but like we're going into week 5 now, and the defense still can't figure it out. Like we get shimmers here and there of that defensive line looking hot. Bosa's been shit hot since he's been here, but like, what the fuck, dude? Where's the rest of the defense?
Yeah, I said the bad day was from the offense. It's been a bad month for the defense.
Bad season.
Bad whole season, right? That's the whole fucking season, Matt.
if you technically look at it, it could be totally worse. We could only have 1 win.
Right.
Because, and I'm supposed to trust the process, bend but don't break defense. The bend but don't break defense has been broken.
We lost
broken at the 13 seconds.
13 seconds. The only NFL team in the history of ever to lose a fucking game in 13 seconds, and we throw the ball 5 yards down the field with 8 seconds left.
Well, that's what happens when you back everybody up to where they need to get to kick the ball instead of pushing them off the line and making them get that. No, here, let's leave the field open for you.
And why does Kansas City have, what are they, fucking 2-2 now, 2-3? Why? Because the Eagles exposed them last year. Like, yeah, we all joke about the refs. I get that. And the flags. But the Eagles exposed the fuck out of them. Patrick Mahomes, when you hit that motherfucker a few times and get him moving, he's not that good. Kelsey's old as fuck, so you lost that. You guys got rid of Tyreek Hill. You're not Josh Allen. Josh Allen lost all his weapons, and he's still getting it. You're losing your weapons, and you're getting exposed, man. I'm sorry. Not
and guess who Kansas
can't do it without other fucking players there to help you.
And guess who Kansas City plays next?
The Lions.
The Lions.
The Lions, that's right.
So that might be another loss. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
No, this is the first week that I saw a thing this first week that Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Jalen Hurts all lost in the same week.
Yep. Isn't that funny? The 2 undefeated teams look like crap technically. And I can say this much. Joe Andreessen is rated very high for the game against Patriots for the time that he was in. and Shaq Thompson is 90.86. However they score him, he's like the highest linebacker for the NFL right now, rated.
Oh wow!
And Shaq Thompson is all over the field, and he's an old man.
You hear his name a lot. Him.
He's old.
And who's that other? What's the defensive rookie there? The defensive lineman, Walker or
Deion Walker.
Deion Walker. He's been tearing it up too. That's something. If Oliver could come back, Bosa's been tearing it up. If he stays healthy, we get these two guys back after the like. How are we not the shit? I don't know.
See, I like Joey Bosa when he's playing on the line, but that dude can't run from here to the door of my front door within 3 seconds.
Like a wounded
he's like
fucking
an old
giraffe
man.
when he has to run around, doesn't he? Like he's the most awkward runner.
I think it's just like the Trey White situation. He wasn't brought in to be the guy every single down. But when you have that Oliver out, what choice do you got?
Well, he seems like he's been out there a lot.
I'm gonna say Bosa. He's got almost a fumble, and he's got a fumble in like 3 of the first 4 or 5 or 2 of the first 4 games.
Yeah,
he's punched it out like 2 or 3 games in a row.
Here's my question for all that: why haven't we seen Landon Jackson?
Right, he played this week, and I got so excited I didn't even know. We saw him on the field. I hit my brother. I was like, "Dude, there's Landon," and he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, no eyebrows. Look, Russian-looking motherfucker." No.
They said something about he might not get any play till next year.
Right. I guess they were the thing that I heard is he's like, what is it? He's like a development player. Like he's good, but they're working, like he's got like little tweaks and stuff that they're working on, I guess. But same thing, like can't be any worse than what the fuck we've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
Like
he's for the future.
Some injury that we don't know about. What the fuck is going on?
And I hate to say it, but that's why I kind of agree with Lou on this comment right here of put Poyer in. Again, Poyer can't make the defense look any worse.
How about this? We can't get a receiver open. Call up Davis.
Well,
why haven't we used Gabe Davis?
Because I don't think he's ready. Remember,
I think he's still coming off the
injury. I saw him
injury.
on the field the other day, fucking running around. I mean, he ran right up to Eli. Shout out real quick.
Still coming
out of the game. Shout out to Eli real quick. If you watch the 24/7 Kid in the Streets, Eli win. So Lori and Eli were at the game, and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have Gabe Davis." Me and my brother, our seats were in the fucking nosebleeds. So we came down and we're hanging out, and I see Gabe Davis look over and like beeline that way. I'm like, "Oh my God, Gabe's going to say hi to Eli, dude." So I took off running and I missed it. I was like, "Eli, here, take my hat, buddy, take my hat." And dude, I love that kid. He was like, Gabe, come back. He was already going. And then Poyer came running by, just waving. Poyer wasn't even going to come over. You could tell it was one of them things. He was just running by. And Lori and Eli threw their like Poyer jersey over the thing and were like waving it. And Lori, dude, she went like white girl wasted. She was like, John! He looked and saw that it was his jersey, and you saw him like, he ran over. And I was like, Eli, here, man, see if you can do it. And sure as shit, man, he said, Jordan, he like ran through signing all kinds of autographs for people. It was pretty cool. But yeah, back to why the fuck? Gabe Davis was out there. Like, unless he's got an injury, like he was looking good without pads on, running around, jogging, catching.
He's coming. Gabe Davis is still coming back from the. He had something in his knee torn that he's coming back from.
Yep.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah. But
anybody got any other about the last game?
The defense will get better when we get Hoyt and Ogunjobi back.
We got those two coming back, Oliver coming back, who even though we've been talking smack on him like about the foot injury, Oliver, the games he has played, he has been shit hot looking. So if he can keep that up, him, Hoyt, Ogunjobi, and then we still don't know. I mean, I know people are saying like, oh, I'm giving up on Max Harrison at this point. Why? I've heard a lot of Bills fans say, I'm even like, okay, dude's injured, whatever, but he's young, he's this and that. Why not? Same thing like Best. Let him heal. Let him learn. Let him do his shit. So when he comes back, he knows the dude was one of the top, if not the top cornerback. So why we haven't seen shit from him yet? So why, like in all the training camps, he was looking good enough to be the starter. So you never know. He could come in, be healthy, and turn into the top tight end in the NFL with this line. I mean, or he could just knock on wood. He could tank. Who knows? But I think, like you said, Joey, with all these injuries we got coming back, did Jesse fall asleep during the game? Oh no, he didn't. That's my brother. He's talking about. There were no extracurriculars this time, Lou, except alcohol. I gave my brother a weed cookie at the one game, Joey. He fainted, man.
Yeah.
Like a 600 million. Yeah, so I agree. Why not give Gabe Davis a chance? Why not give some of these other guys a chance as long as they're healthy?
Yeah, I think, like I said, Gabe Davis, it's not about not giving him a chance. Is he ready to get the chance? If he's not healthy and not ready, then yeah, I agree. Bring him up yet.
I mean, if he's healthy, I feel like Gabe Davis is ready.
Well, see, the problem
he
is
played on the Bills. He knows Josh Allen. 4 touchdowns against the Chiefs in the playoffs.
the problem that they said about Harrison is he wasn't in training camp very much, but like a week. He's not in game ready shape because he hasn't had any, preseason or anything like that. He hasn't practiced. But in his statement, he said that he's been grinding and he's ready to show everybody. But there's people out there already saying, what, is he a bust just like 24? And I'm like, dude, he hasn't even got a chance yet. Like, oh, well, let's just trade him. No, you don't trade a guy like that.
Right.
Well, and again, it's the same thing that we would have said for him, Gabe Davis, or anybody else. Look, Maxwell Harrison's number one ability is the speed that he has. Well, if he's coming off this knee injury and he's not ready, I agree. You don't rush the kid back in, and then what? So he can play for part of the season and we lose him forever?
Yeah.
You got it.
They said he might not even get him or what's his name might not get no play till next year because Strong was doing a good job. But it's like you got to bring him back and at least give him a shot, dude. Like, I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, they might know something I don't. I'm coaching them in the building, but I would have that. I would be trying to put that kid out there. He's my first round pick.
I hope for the amount of money they make, they do know shit we don't. Because if not, man, they should put us in there.
Right.
Again,
Spartan, man, what do you think about next week? Or, I mean, what do you think about the injury guys coming back in that? Turn your hearing aid up, yo, fart.
Sorry. I'm in the middle. I was in the middle of texting. Sorry.
Fucking monster was here right now, man. Oh my god, bro.
I was texting. What'd you say?
These nuts.
Delta Mike Foxtrot November Delta.
This motherfucker. I fucking love you, man. Oh my god.
I'll have to show you. I'll have to show you afterwards what
I said. What do you got?
Poncho's Army was texting me.
Oh, you got any thoughts about the injuries or the guys coming back off IR after the fucking bye week? I can't even think straight, you old fuck.
Sorry. No, I honestly I hope Okunjobi and how you say his name?
Hawktua.
Yeah, Hawktua.
When Hawktua comes back.
Yeah, when Hawktua and Obi-Wan Kenobi come back.
Right.
And then we have
you think Max Harrison will turn it up, or you think he'll be a bust, or what are your thoughts on him?
I don't know. I haven't seen him. We can flip the coin. Hey Siri, flip a coin.
I seen him in training camp. Was all he looked good, but then again, that's just training camp. So
yeah, I mean, you're not live. You know.
I hope this kid comes out and just fucking tears it up, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very optimistic. I'll say I'm not going to be a pessimist. I'm going to look. I'm going to look as a brighter future for us that he actually will bring some depth to us. Obviously, it's going to be at least a body. So, and again, can't be any worse than what we're doing.
Right.
So, but I think beefing up our line will definitely help with the run. We'll be able to run some rotations with these guys, keep them fresh. So when we get, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Hawk Tua back, they'll spit on that thing and
Hey, as long as they get us the Super Bowl, go ahead, man.
yeah, hey. But no, it's, I mean, all joking aside, I think once we get them back and we start a rotation with our players, maybe Landon gets put in a rotation as well. I don't know.
Right.
That way you give Bosa some time. You give Groot some time to take a breather. That we got fresh legs. Every down on the field.
Right.
Well, it's
I know
like
we all joked about going undefeated, but I think the lot. We all said also we were going to take a loss or two this season.
Mhm.
It's a rivalry game. It's a division game. No matter, you could be 0-10 in the division versus a 10-0, and it's going to be a close ass game. Even in our shitty years, man, Tom Brady, we always, well, knock on wood, most of the time played them pretty close. Sometimes we got blown out 40-0, but fuck Tom Brady. We don't talk about that. But so it was going to be a division game. I think the loss, if we were going to take one, came at the right time. Where, like we said, we always come off that loss, smack a team in the mouth. So come back, smack Atlanta in the mouth quick, run on that high, take the bye week, and let all these guys come back. Even the guys that have been playing, Allen, like you said, all these guys, let them heal up. And now it's week 6, 7, and we've got the mesh going. We know what everyone is. We know the speed. We know the arm. We know this and that. We're running full. I think it hits all at the right time. The bye week. I think we come off the bye, and then knock on wood, on paper, we got Carolina, Kansas City, which should be a tough game, but besides that, a pretty decent looking schedule the rest of the year till the end. So I think we should hopefully start smacking teams in the mouth and show what we can do here, man.
I mean, I predicted 15-2 when we started the year. Now, did I think that we were going to lose to the Patriots? No. I thought we were going to lose to the Ravens in the first game. I really did. I thought the Ravens and the Eagles were going to be the two games that we were going to, lose. The other ones I thought we were going to get by, but didn't expect this one. But again, just like you said, think it's coming at the right time to where, we will be able to turn this one around in a positive note. Hopefully that they're having discussions in the locker room and they are Corey, put that back.
Fuck you, Adam. Yankees are still playing. Where the fuck's your team at, pussy? Oh, that's right, watching on the couch. All right, what do you guys got about this Atlanta game coming up? Any thoughts on if we should make big changes, if you think we should just keep what we're doing and we just had an off week, or what do you think, Joey?
I think we better get our shit together on offense because you're going up against the number one defense. And I know Josh Allen's Josh Allen, but when you're going up against the number one defense, they're number one defense for a reason because they get pressure and they take the ball. So you got to be on your P's and Q's, Josh, and not try to stuff stuff in there because they're not getting open. Keep the ball. You got to run James Cook. James Cook is the key to opening up everything on this offense. Mm-hmm. Without him, he's the workhorse. He's been in there 73% of the snaps so far. This is the most plays he's ever had in one season up to this point. So I think
he's earning that money so far.
I think we just need to go with what we know, play our game, the hell with them being the number one defense and all that other stuff. Just go there and play our game, and we should be fine.
What do you got, Pat? I got to let the dog out. I'll be right back.
Okay. No, look, I'm going to piggyback a little bit on what Joey said about getting Cook going. But the other aspect with Cook that we need to get going with is the other part of the equation that he brings that we just don't seem to be using. He is good in the short passing game, and then that's the thing. You get him the ball, just a nice little, screen pass to him, and then he can take off the field down the field with it. But again, the best way we're going to beat this Atlanta team, I get it. The defense is ranked number 1, but we have seen guys run against them, and we have seen tight ends have success against them. So it's not that it's impossible for us to do, but we got to keep their offense off the field as much as we possibly can. Because, like I said, I have no faith in our defense stopping Bijan Robinson this week. And if people want to sit there and tell me that they have faith in it, I'd like you to show me examples of how you have faith in it, because I don't.
The only reason why I have faith is because Sean McDermott shut down Miami last year. So it can be done, but it just depends on if the players – see, the coach can tell them whatever he wants to. If they don't go out on the field and do what he tells them, then it's not going to work.
Do you think, since you're a guest, quick, Joey, and in our group chat, we've said it a few times now in the 24/7 chat, that it's not like, do you think they should let Allen have more reign over the offense sometimes? Like, as in, like, chime in, like, maybe just chime in from the top, be like, hey, Allen, hey, Josh, this is what we're seeing from up here, man. Whatever you're seeing down there, go, like, at 3rd and 3 or 2 and 6, whatever. Hey, go ahead and make the call, man.
Well, I think Josh has kind of earned that. But, again, Sean McDermott has his finger on everything, and he might be saying no.
Right.
But, I just want to let everybody know. We took a loss, 1. Okay? Right. It could be way worse. There's other teams losing a lot worse than we are. There's like 8 or 9 teams that are the same as we are, 4-1. The sky is not falling. And Sean McDermott said, we need these young boys to come along. The defense will get better as the year goes on.
Yep.
So.
And the AFC looks kind of shitty right now besides us.
Here we go, trusting the process again. So hopefully the closer towards the end of the year we get, the defense looks better and the offense is hitting their stride, because according to our offensive coordinator, when this offense starts clicking, there's no one can stop us.
Right.
No one.
Do you think we've held anything back? Like, do you think we're not that it's not, I don't mean it in like a cockiness way, but do you think we've like noticed the schedule we've had besides like team A, B, C, or D? That's like, okay, shit. They're like a hot ass team, rival teams. Do you think we've looked at like, games like the Jets, Miami, and been like, whatever, like, we're just going to hand off everything? Like, do you think that we have a whole, like, half a playbook or something that we haven't even shown yet that we're saving for the second half or the playoffs? Or
100%, Corey. And
that's why I asked. I know you say it all the time, Spartan.
Yep. So
what do you think, Pat?
Well, let me talk about the Falcons first. I haven't even got to talk yet.
I know.
You're jumping past me all the time, man.
Go ahead,
all right,
Spartan.
so check it out. This is what I think that's going to make us successful against the Falcons that we haven't done very much this year. Well, one, if we hand the ball to Cook, what's that open up?
Pass
game. Because we're not using play action this year. We have barely used play action because we're not running the ball to set up that play action. If we were to play, run Cook, throw play action, we'll be successful. But we have to, in order to be successful in the pass game, you have to be successful in the run game as well, because one's going to open the other for you. The other thing is you guys were talking about letting Josh have the reins. Whatever happened to running no huddle?
Right.
Like, we don't run a lot of no huddle, and it gets to the end of the game, this last game in particular. We could have set 2 or 3 plays up and just went down the field. whether they were successful or not. But you know what? I'll tell you this: I grew up in the K-gun era.
Why ain't
K-gun-
fucking Josh Allen running that?
That's what I'm saying.
Why ain't
K-gun
Jim
was
Kelly came back
successful.
and been like, hey, man, I got an idea for you. Why have we not brought in Jim Kelly to fuck with this kid and I'm sure they have, but be like, hey, man.
Here it is right here. This is what Joey was talking. McDermott's got his finger on everything. All right. He's holding that button saying, we're not using that yet. But you know what? We got to use it. The Bills in the 80s and 90s used that K-gun for years. And they didn't just do it in the playoffs. They did it throughout the year. You can't just hold something back to use it once and be done. And,
Yeah.
and that's the problem. You know, like we hold off on our playbook until later in the season. Show them what we got. Because you know what? If we play Bills football the way we know we play Bills football and we don't play down to our opponents, we can beat anyone. But we have to play Bills football, not whatever hold back football style we're fucking playing. Because it's fucking bullshit and it's not working. These games are too goddamn close for us to be the type of team we know we are.
Keep your foot on the throttle.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
60
Yeah.
minutes.
Right. What do you got, Pat?
Well, again, this is the first week that we're playing so far this season. We're playing a team with a winning record. So if they are holding back and they are holding certain things back, guess what? Time to open it up. Time to stop. Because now you got teams with winning records coming in, and this is where, again, it's probably not going to be a pretty game. But if it ends up like the Ravens game with a win, fine. But, you know, I don't know if using the K-gun and readapting that right now until this defense can show that they can stop people consistently, the K-gun's not a good option because you need to run the time off the clock, and the K-gun's not going to let you do that offensively. So I can see your point of using it, but I can also see why we shouldn't be using it right now. We don't have the defense that we had back then to be able to do this because they can't right now. That defense can't stop anybody.
No, I'm just saying, like, in the last part of the game, why aren't we using it when we're trying to, rush down the field because we only have a minute and 30 left? It's called a 2-minute offense for a reason.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And we don't use this no huddle style, which is successful because it wears the defense out. I don't see why
Allen's
we haven't
perfect
utilized
for that,
it at all.
man.
Yeah,
He's like the reincarnated, not that he's dead, but he's like the 2025, what's he been on a team? 7, 8, 9, 10 years now. He's like this version of Jim Kelly, like, and maybe even a little bit more, like a lot more, like with the running and shit. Like, how could you not the K-gun, but I just don't understand. Like, maybe they have, in the beginning, definitely. I know they did, but like, I don't know how they're not trying to run a no huddle offense, something, not like a whole game, but like at least have something for that, like in the playbook.
Yeah, like the end of the second quarter, when you want to hurry up and score before halftime, or at the end of the game when you need to score, or at least get into field goal range, and they're just not utilizing it. That and the play selection is just terrible.
What do you got, Joey?
I'll tell you this much. This week we cannot have 12 penalties. We cannot turn the ball over 3 times in the red zone. And you cannot not put points on the board. I don't like it. Pisses me off more than anything to take a field goal when we have Josh Allen on that field.
Mm-hmm.
It kills me. And I'm like, what is the problem? And does everybody understand that it was about this time last year that we said our receivers don't have it what it takes, and we brought in Cooper. Okay. And then finally, we had somebody that they were a little afraid of, which opened up the offense. I'm sorry, but no one's afraid of a 5'6" dude named Shakir. No one's afraid of Coleman and Palmer, supposedly one of the best guys on the freaking football field in the NFL that can get open. Where the hell have you been? Because I haven't seen you open that much.
Preach.
You're supposed to be fast. And then we got Curtis Samuel, who's 4'3", but you can't get over the top.
And you
got
ride the bench
Shavers?
because you're fucking injured every other goddamn game.
You got Shavers, and just because he's wearing number 14, you don't want to throw him the ball because you think it's Diggs?
And
Come
I
on,
think
dude.
Shavers,
Get
I think Shavers is honestly one of our top receivers. We just do not fucking utilize him because of names. I think he's better than Samuel. I think he's better than Moore. I think he's better than Palmer. Coleman and Shakir, I don't know. He's there, but I think he's better than those three, man.
I
Go
like
ahead in the
Shakir.
comments, roast the fuck out of me. We
Shakir's a
need
great
Shavers
slot
out there
guy.
more.
Yeah.
Him
He's a
Shaq
great
Here's a
Samuel
great slot guy.
showing me shit in training camp that guys aren't even showing me. Like, why not pull him up and like 100%, Joey?
He's a great receiver, but he's not like 6'4", and he's not going to break out on you, like be out ahead of you, but he sure does. His top and bottom of his body look like it separates when he runs. He's got this like jiggle thing that's like, I never seen it before, except for maybe there was like a slot receiver that played for Carolina a long time ago, number 89. I just can't remember his name, but he it's like his whole body like changes at different, like they separate and he goes different ways. It's like, I don't understand how he gets out of some of the stuff, but you got to have a receiver that they are afraid of, or it's not going to work. We don't have an X. We don't have a Y. So what do you got? A bunch of slot receivers. Because technically, Coleman would be best in the slot.
Right. Coleman can go one-on-one, like up with a guy. Jump over you and catch the ball. Cool, we have that. Shakir is the after-catch, like Beasley-style guy.
he's
Once
the
he makes
slot
the
guy.
catch, yeah, he can make you miss. Why don't we hand him the ball more? Why are we doing fucking end-arounds with Moore and not end-arounds with fucking Shakir?
Right.
End around with Knox.
Yeah, the better
other than those two-
Knox for that.
Right, and then other than those two, like Dalton Kincaid killing it. So you got three right there. Why, like, where are these other guys? Like, Samuel's like, riding the fucking bench. He's hurt every time, comes out, makes one big play, and everyone's like, oh, nah, man. He has a
They
touchdown
healthy-
this year, and that's it.
They had him healthy scratch for 3 weeks, and then they put him in, and then they Codrington, they healthy scratched him for the last 2 weeks. So I think they're
Right.
trying to see which one they're going to keep back there to field kickoffs, because you definitely don't want it to be Shakir, because if Shakir gets hurt,
Right.
that's bad. That's bad.
Right, when he's one of our top, like you said, we got him and Coleman, and like we have no X, we have no Y. Even Coleman and Shakir aren't X and Ys.
And can
Like,
can somebody
I'm
tell
sorry,
me?
Bills fans that are watching this and want to roast any of us, want to get mad? I'm a diehard. Ask any one of these guys. Spartan's a super fan. Pat's a fucking he's got belts. Joey, myself, dude, I got more Bill shit than you. Besides you, Spartan, fuck off. But like, I love the fucking Bills. I cry. I'm like Allen. I puke. I don't even play for the fucking team. I'll spend money I don't have to go see them. But I'm gonna keep it real and I'm gonna keep it 100 when my team is. And it's not just because we have one loss. We're 4-1. I get it. We look fucking great. But I do agree 100%. And I was the first one to advocate at the beginning of the season. We don't need that number one receiver. We don't need an X receiver. We do. And the reason we got a bad rap on that is because our X receiver was Stephon Diggs, who, don't get me wrong, is a good player. But all he cares about is social media, clout, as the young kids say, all this shit, pussy, Cardi's, BBL, baby. Like, we didn't have a good X receiver like a fucking Justin Jefferson or somebody. If you give fucking Josh Allen, Justin Jefferson, fucking Amon-Ra St. Brown, are you fucking serious? We're comparing our X receiver. The only one Josh Allen's ever really had is a Stephon Diggs, who's okay on the field, but too worried about what he looks like off the field, too worried about getting the ball. So we don't need an X receiver because Allen can do it. You're right, he can. But you know how good it would be if a fucking Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, somebody that cares about the fucking game, keeps their mouth shut, plays. A Cooper like last year that started us off, comes in and fucking plays, and we go that much above. Even that takes a defender and says, okay, their only weapons are Josh Allen and James Cook. Hone in on them two. And then, sure, Shakir's going to fucking catch it and burn you. Sure, Coleman might beat you one-on-one, but who cares? You don't need to hone in on them. Other than that, at receiver, no one's tripping over fucking Samuel. No one's tripping over Moore. No one's tripping over fucking Palmer. Not that they're not making decent plays here and there, but we need a one fucking receiver that cares about the team and doesn't care about fucking catches and clown, wants a fucking Super Bowl. But someone that the defense is like, oh shit, we got to watch that fucking guy. And we do not have that right now.
You can't get any of that because we're broke and Brennan Bean has us in financial cap hell. And we've been that way for a long time. When he said he came here, he was going to build this team through the draft. He does not. He throws money and draft picks to the defense and nothing changes. It's the same thing. Now, I got a question. I'll be watching the games a lot, and I've been thinking about this a lot. It's like Josh Allen in the first quarter, he's like, oh, regular Josh. Second quarter, he seems to get a little frustrated. Then the third quarter, it's like, okay, I'm still waiting for that teammate to step up so I don't have to put on the cape, but I guess I'm going to have to do it again because no one's here to help me.
And then the fourth quarter comes and he's like, oh, shit.
And then all of a sudden, Kansas City loses a couple games and the Ravens lose a couple games. And here we are, willy-nilly, running through the field with goddamn tutus on, soft as baby shit. I don't understand it. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe that's just me because I'm very passionate. I cuss my TV out. My wife leaves the house. Like, I hate freaking losing to anybody, especially the Chiefs.
Right. Especially when we're not like this game this week. Yeah, they played good, but between penalty, like Alan said, we kicked our own ass.
We did not play good. We played sloppy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We didn't play good. Like the whole offense, defense, special teams, we played like shit.
He straight said,
we're making penalties, whether they were real or not. What do you got?
He straight said our offense was horrible. He said it was bad.
Right, everybody, all over the field. I think Dalton Kincaid is the only person that can stand up and say, "Hey,"
and he honorable mentioned him. Said he had a great game. We needed to use him more moving forward.
Right.
Well, again, and the only other person that I won't fault for how bad our offense looked Sunday night against the Patriots is James Cook, and it's just because they didn't give him any opportunities. I can't fault the guy if you're not going to give him the opportunities to do well when the guy has been absolutely crushing it. You look at the other outside of the Ravens game, the Jets game, the Dolphins game, and the Saints game. Who has been the reason why Josh Allen hasn't had to put the Superman cape on? It's James Cook. So clearly you need, again, and we'll say it right now, you need, and I don't know if you can get Dalton Kincaid any more involved than he is, but keep going with what you're doing or get him a little bit more, but and I'm not just saying in the running game, get him in the little screen pass game. Get James Cook on both his running and pass catching ability. Look, use James Cook. I know he's not the same size, but use James Cook as if the Niners have Christian McCaffrey. The guy is good in the passing game. The guy is outstanding in the running game. And let's be honest, Christian McCaffrey is the reason why you could put Mac Jones, injured or not injured, as quarterback and still win a game.
Yep.
It's the type of player we're starting to see with James Cook.
Because like Jim Kelly said, you need an all-pro running back. All-pro running back.
And now, for the first time since who's the last hot back we had since fucking Cook?
Shady
McCoy.
I mean, really, yeah.
And before him, I mean, like
Fred Jackson.
Right. You got O.J. Simpson, then nobody, though Freddie Jackson. No,
I would say nobody.
Travis Henry was pretty good. He was all right.
Cookie
Yeah,
Gilchrist
okay.
wasn't bad.
I don't ever want to hear anybody. Me and Lou will be the first. Me and Lou RQ, we'll be the first ones to advocate. I'm sorry, man. He had some good play. Devin Singletary was a fucking bum, dude. But I realize we already going a little overtime. So, not that we're not allowed to, because we don't got nobody to answer to. So fuck them. I don't even got a fucking wife, girlfriend. Oh yeah, hey, real quick, BWO, your boy single. What's up? No.
Let's do a little new type of segment and we'll save them only when the Bills lose. We'll call out the call out and saying, listen, we need to see more from you, or you need to step up this week. I'm not going to do
step up this week.
Right. Each of us take one player. Now, the player that I'm thinking of calling out and saying we need to see something from you, especially this week. And I'm not saying this because of the loss. I'm saying this because we haven't seen him. Where the hell is Ray Davis?
Agreed.
Where's Ty Davis? They're very good in the passing game.
Agreed.
So, Spartan, you got
if you're
somebody.
not going to use him, you might as well just bring up Frank Gore, bro.
What the fuck? Why did we not brought him up yet?
Because if they can't get it down the field, I know he can. I seen it.
Right. You're telling me that fucking Frank Gore is going to do any less than Ray Davis? Like, shout out Ty Johnson, who's our third back, who jokingly this offseason, I was like, Ty could be our first string running back as a joke. So you're telling me like Ray Davis, I'm sorry, he did good last year. I hope he does good again. Ain't done shit. Throw your boy Gore in there. Let's see what the fuck happens. Can't be any worse. Spartan, what do you got, brother? What do you want to call it, Pat? Who's your call out?
Who's your call out?
My call out? It's not a player. It's not a player. Bobby Babich. Bobby Babich needs to do better. He needs to do better. Man. Like, he needs the call. You know,
not even this week. Where you been all season?
Yeah,
bro?
All season. Like, he must be at Barbill eating some wings. I don't know, because he hasn't been at a game. So
he been getting.
It's because he heard about them peanut butter and jelly wings, and he just ain't been back.
I know he's looking for Spartans.
Right.
He's like, I know he lives around here somewhere, and he's going to house trying to find it.
Who you got, Joey? If you could call out a player or a position, whatever, who would you call out?
I'm gonna call out a player and another person. First off, I'm gonna call out three. First of all, I want to call out Chris Collinsworth. No one wants to fucking hear you talk about
Collinsworth.
Patrick Mahomes, Kermit, or any of that shit, especially when they're not playing. And I do not give a damn how good his ass looks in those them spandex things. So I don't want to hear it, Chris. Second of all, Sean McDermott, you said it plenty of times. It's your job to get this team ready. And guess what, sir? You didn't have them ready.
Right.
And number three, Russo. I'm looking for you, bro. I'm looking for you. You're making $20 million a year. Boss is making 13. Boss is making you look stupid. You showed up just here today, like this week. Where have you been, bro?
Yeah.
Where have you been?
You could argue the biggest arm spread in the NFL, dude. You have the biggest wingspan.
They call him Groot for a reason.
Right. That was three. Man, I like that. I think fuck, who's left to call out? I think my call out, so we had Ray Davis. That was all the three Joey hit. The defense like Spartan hit. I guess my only last call out, and it, like you said, he's been there a little bit. And I have his jersey right there on the couch. I showed y'all on the pre-thing. I get it. You got stepped on. I get it. You got whatever. You've been killing it all year, Playboy. I need that lasso back. Where the fuck is that Oliver?
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry, man.
Hold on.
You
Flag
are
on the-
a big ass fucking dude, one of the top potential in the NFL guys, and I got stepped on my fucking foot. Come
Corey,
on, man. If you want a Super Bowl, if you want this, if you want that, I get it. Take a game, whatever.
Flag
What
on
the
the play, Corey. He hasn't looked good all year. He's only played one game.
Really?
He only played week 1.
Oh yeah. Well, fuck you, Ed Oliver. No,
I'm gonna.
I would say that. And then on offense, since Pat said Ray Davis already, I would go as big as, and it's not him in general. And I don't know if it's the offensive coordinators holding it back. I don't know if it's him holding it back. I don't want to call it the player because I have 7 of his jerseys on my couch right now. Where the fuck is Josh Allen's cannon ass arm at? That's his weapon. That's a weapon he has, and he's still young. Younger. Why not utilize that shit before he's fucking 40 and can't do it no more? And then he's Tom Brady throwing the ball 15 yards every play. And I know we get in our heads like we think young Josh Allen, where he's either running or slinging the ball every play. Okay? The dude has proved to if you watch Hard Knocks, okay, even if you're not a Bills fan, you watch Hard Knocks. They praise Josh Allen on his. You all right, baby? Okay, you're fine. Sorry, the kid just dumped water. They proved on Hard Knocks that Allen, not even as a biased Bills fan, take all the shit off, get all shit, went from making dumbass decisions to like insane great decisions overnight. Like shit that's never been seen before that quick. So why it's not going to be one of those we're slinging the ball every play. And why are we not throwing the fucking ball down the field? Not like you said, I get it.
Separation.
We can't get somebody down there.
Why aren't we at least fucking trying something? Anything?
Because there's no play action. It's the most manila offense you will see. There is no motion, no movement, no nothing.
Every fucking game. I called
Manja.
I looked at my brother. I said, "Hey man, we going." I said, "Watch. You see that single coverage up top on Coleman? You see the single coverage on Shakir? Even Palmer and Moore." I'm like, "You see fucking Moore up there 1-on-1?" I said, "We're gonna play fucking send Moore down the field." Nope, never. I was like, "Why? Why?"
Again,
Don't do play action.
Again, and I don't want to give Chris Collinsworth any due, but let's call it what it is. When that dude is literally saying over and over again in the booth that if Josh Allen lines up in the shotgun, it's a pass. If he lines up under center, it's a run. You're telling me the other team hasn't figured that out? So every time they see you lined up, they know what you're doing. They don't know.
Hone in on Josh and Cook. So play action. They're going to run after Cook. They're going to run after Josh. Send it.
That's it. I'm calling out the whole receiver core. I need all y'all to show up.
Right.
I mean, a couple of y'all are doing something, but I need Curtis Samuel. I need all of them. I need all of you to work together.
Palmer, all them dudes.
I need all y'all to work together collectively to get us to where we need to be. Y'all said you don't care who gets the most yards, who catches the most balls. You cheer for them too. Well, that's cool, but y'all need to step it up because y'all ain't doing your job. Y'all ain't getting open.
We got tight ends hitting 100-yard games. How many receivers this year have hit a 100-yard game? Maybe 1, 2?
When Dalton Kincaid is our number one target with the most yards and catches at this point, who's a tight end, that's a problem.
Yeah.
No.
And
this is why
all this offseason shit he did, and he's looked, I'll give him credit. He's looked better, but average.
And I'm not saying that Coleman isn't good enough, but this is the reason why you need a player like Worthy. Speed kills in the NFL, and we don't have it enough.
And the thing I feel bad for Coleman about is who, honestly, at receiver do we have to teach the fucking kid?
No one.
Moore, Palmer, not the fuck.
Nope.
So here's what trips me up. So when we ended up getting fucking Palmer, All they talked about was his speed.
And
I ain't
separation.
seen shit. Yeah. His separation was like unworldly.
Right.
This
If he's
dude's
the
running
speed guy,
around.
why are we doing end arounds to Moore and not
Dude.
fucking Palmer?
Dude, he's running around like an 18-wheeler with 17 flat fucking tires.
Well, let's just go back to Palmer real quick. Everybody says this guy has amazing speed and everything. I've never seen it. I never even seen it when he was with the Chargers.
Right.
I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
His combine,
His
Great.
college highlights.
Nope, you're fast when you have no pads and you have no defenders coming at you. Got it.
Right.
in shorts and a
Coleman.
t-shirt.
And they want to talk about fast. You can go back and fact check me because I promise you I'm correct. Coleman was not the fastest receiver in his draft, but he was the
Worthy
after
was.
catch fastest receiver. Once he made the catch, he recorded the fastest after catch times. Where the fuck is that? Because all I see us using the kid for, not that we don't need a receiver that can do that, is going one-on-one against defenders, lobbing it up there. Hey, jump over him because you're taller than him.
That's because he's a basketball player. That's exactly what they brought him in for. That's all he's good
Right.
for.
So we got him to lob dimes up one-on-one. We got Shakir for after the catch, short across the middle. Kincaid's doing his thing. We need a fucking, like you said, Joey, an X or a Y fucking receiver that will, not a Diggs, but somebody that will care about this team and not, hey, I need the ball every time, but I'm your
Can't
guy,
afford 'em.
man. Boom.
This is what
Can't
you
afford
need. You need the trifecta. You need a receiver that they're scared of, a running back they're scared of, and a quarterback. We have 2 out of the 3.
Yep. So they don't need to send people deep. They don't need. That's why they can cover short and then send the guys in.
We're supposed to be getting players in the draft or bringing them in that work with Josh Allen's strengths. Not that Josh Allen is supposed to be working to their strengths. They're there to make Josh Allen's job easier, but you're not. When he's going like this, you think he's happy? No, he's like, dude, I understand this everything eat thing is awesome, but it don't work like everybody thinks. He has to do so much more for it to work. And we stumbled against the Saints and only had 18 yards of offense in the second quarter. And I was like, okay, well, hopefully this was just a, oh, we're not feeling well today, or, we got this. But now it's 2 games in a row. So now it's becoming a problem.
Right. And I was the first one to say, you know what? I agree. We don't need an X or a Y receiver or that spread the ball type offense. That even works with defenses because, oh, no, we can't hone in on one guy. You don't have they have a Justin Jefferson, we hone it. But what I forgot about is, okay, once they realize, like, these other guys that we took a hope and a prayer on aren't a hope and a prayer, like you said, zone out Josh Allen, zone out Cook. Other than that, we can one-on-one Coleman, we can one-on-one Shakir, we can one-on-one this guy, Palmer, we can one-on-one, and we're going to cut 9 times out of 10, we're going to stop it. Like, it makes no sense. We got nobody that makes defenders want to play deep.
It's just like the guy said on ESPN. Who is the receiver that Josh Allen's going to go to if the game's on the line? We don't have that guy. He don't even have to be an X or a Y. He's just got to be that guy that says, I need you to get open right now for a first down. I got you, Josh. And he goes and does it. Just like Bass, he told Bass, I need you to go out and get me the ball back. What did he do? He went out and got the ball back.
Yep.
So I'm going to
That's
throw.
what we need, and we don't have that guy. Oh my God, there he is. Oh, he's open. No, we don't have him. That's why they're doing what they're doing to us.
So I'm going to throw out a crazy idea here, and I don't know how it's going to land or not, but I know he technically signed with the Raiders and then retired. But what if we made a phone call to Amari Cooper?
Right. I don't know why we didn't sign him originally.
I mean, I think
he said he only wanted to come back.
I think he retired when he got to the Raiders and he saw how bad Geno Smith was. He's like, yeah, I changed my mind. But again,
he said he only wanted to play in Buffalo. So
But-
if he didn't play here, he was going to go and retire. I'm sure if they
I
called
think-
him, he's ready.
I think
Well-
him as a top receiver and Mac Hollins as a team player. He went to New England for 3 years, what, 12 million, 15 million maybe? We couldn't have fucking afforded that when Mac Hollins was making plays here. And he was the first guy that was blocking, running down the field with guys blocking. Like the dude was fucking playing the
We
game.
didn't get a chance.
We
Right,
made
the
it.
dude was playing the game like we needed. Yo, when we want you to block. When we want to call on you to pass, go catch it. He was
get it.
doing that last
But
year.
you can't fault the Bills for Mac Hollins going to New England. They made him an offer. He said so himself. He actually said it was more than what New England offered him. He wanted to play with Josh McDaniels. That is the
Yeah.
reason he chose New
Oh,
England.
I didn't know. I didn't hear that.
At that
'Cause
point,
he's from Atlanta.
at that time, it was his choice not to come back to Buffalo. It wasn't Buffalo's
Yeah.
decision not to bring him
Well,
back.
hey, I've seen it with my own eyes. Once Mr. Brightside hit on Sunday night, Mac Hollins was right out there, fucking.
But no,
All
I
right.
mean, again, I don't know what would have to happen because I'm pretty sure we would have to call the Raiders because I think they own Amari's rights for at least the year because he did sign a 1-year contract and then retired. But I mean, at that point, I'm pretty sure they would be like, yeah, you know what? If you got an offer, go. You know, you're not. It's not like you're getting an offer from the Kansas City Chiefs because we would tell you no. But again, it might not be a bad idea to give him a call and say, hey, man, any interest? Because at this point, anybody to come in to open that offense up is going to help.
I mean, it's like that tight end that just came back. And what did he play for Miami? And he's got 3 touchdowns in like 2 games.
Well,
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill being out helps.
Why couldn't we have called that fucking dude?
Which pisses me off because in fantasy football, like I don't want anybody to get hurt. Even Pat Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Tom Brady, none of them. But when Tyreek Hill went down, I was like, "Oh, I got Jalen Waddle. Hell yeah!" And now the tight end came in, and I'm like, "Fuck, Jalen Waddle still ain't doing shit." But all right, boys, we're almost a half hour over. I got to get the kiddo to bed, so let's real quick hit our. We got another one we do here, real quick, Joey. We
Okay.
call it our since we do BWO like wrestling and stuff. And for our wrestling fans, if you're out there, sorry we haven't touched on wrestling lately. It's just there's not really been a lot going on. It's just basic Raw, SmackDown, basic bullshit. Sorry, we still love y'all. Shout out. But we do another thing we call our RKO, like our out of nowhere.
BWO out of nowhere.
Beat. Oh, sorry. BWO. What's up, baby?
Speaking of out of nowhere,
Oh, real
Yeah.
quick, I apologize, man. Ella, my daughter, Spartans, wants me to show the Bills thing she made this week for Daddy. I don't know.
You can't
the
see it.
camera's
It's
kinda
very bright.
It's just red
Okay.
and blue squares and says "Go Bill." Oh, there we go.
It looks like players on the field.
That's what. Yeah, that's her plays, man. She was
Heck yeah.
because something I
Good
do.
job.
All right, I know something I do. Like it's kind of. You ever watch The Water Boy? And you know where he's like, I have that green notebook with all my plays in it. Something I love to do. I have notebooks, man. Like notes. I'm old school. I write it down. I don't. Do it in
I'm
the phone.
gonna
I
get
have a
that
book where I
notebook.
like. I still draw up football play. Like I've always, since I was a kid, I love to draw up football plays and shit. So Ella did it and was like, "Daddy, look," and I was like, "Oh, cool." But
I'm gonna get that playbook because if I don't, I'm gonna have to start throwing stuff around. And it can get a tad bit messy.
I might sell one of my playbooks to fucking the Bills here in a couple weeks. So fuck no. But yeah,
we could have tried to flea flicker. I've seen that work like 100 times this year for 80 yards.
Something, man, something. But
The Statue of Liberty play, something.
Dawson Knox played quarterback in high school. Look it up. It was high school or college.
He was they called him the James, the LeBron James of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And
Even Coleman.
he was
They've
one
shown footage of Coleman fucking out there throwing darts. I was like, why don't we like? And that's what I said. That's why I asked earlier. Maybe we have a playbook drawn up for the second half of the season that we haven't seen yet.
Well, maybe you should start using something because you just took
Right.
a loss and you
That's
almost
what I
took
mean.
two of them.
We need to have some hidden players. But all right, boys. What about we'll go around the horn here and hit our this one, Joey, is called like an out of nowhere player. Like who you think is gonna blow up this week? Who you think like kind of on the 24/7? Then they do like an X factor, whatever player or defense position you think will blow up this week. So we'll hit you, Spartan, first. What do you think, brother? What do you got for your out of nowhere? What do you think for score prediction for this week?
So score prediction, it's going to be a modest one. I'm going to say 31-24 Bills.
Real quick, every time we take an L like that, we come back and smack cheeks.
I'm saying it's going to be a modest one. I got a feeling. I know we smack cheeks, but the defense is what
True.
it's hurting. It's hurting the score. So,
True.
my out of nowhere, I'm going to say Kincaid 2 touchdowns.
I like it. Pat, what you got, brother?
My score prediction is going to be a little more modest than Spartans. I'm going to go 27-23 Bills. The out of nowhere play. Do I have to pick a Bills player? No, just kidding. Because I think the out of nowhere player is going to be Bijan Robinson, the true one in the game. I mean, he's going to feast while he's on the field.
Say, it could be like someone could have called their out of nowhere player Diggs last week. He put 124, no tutties, but
153, I think.
Yeah, dude. All right.
For the Bills this week, because I normally have been picking Elijah Moore, but he's now a healthy scratch candidate now, which mind boggles me that they did that. I'm gonna go. He's gonna get his second touchdown of the season. Dawson Knox.
He's been pretty quiet lately. I like that. What you got, Joe?
All right. The Atlanta Falcons 24, the Buffalo Bills 28.
Okay. I'm looking
for one offensive player and I'm looking for one defensive player. And I called you out earlier. Russo, I need you to show up. I need you to show up and show out and show me why we paid you this money this offseason that we gave you as a top 5 edge rusher, and you're not right now.
Wasn't it like a 5-year contract too?
Yeah. And I need Palmer. Palmer. We brought you in, sir, because you are in the 90th percentile of being opening. One of the top 3 players in the NFL that can get open. And use your speed. Well, this week, sir, I need you to do just that because the defense is number 1, but their corners aren't as good as their defensive line. So, no more than gadget plays with Dawson Knox trying to end around and fumble the ball. We don't need to do trick plays. Just play the plays that you know we can run and stop the bullshit and win the game.
Right.
And go into our bye week and come back with players that haven't been here that we're hoping saves our defense.
Yeah. I like it, brother.
But Josh Allen, you're going to have to keep your head on a swivel, buddy, because they're going to come from everywhere.
Oh, yeah, man. That defense is playing hot right now.
They swarm.
That O-line's going to – that O-line, they've been looking good, but they got to – I don't know. They got to be they got to be tight. I think I know all 3 of you kept it clean. I'm going to go regular Bills. I'm going to run off it. We always come back and smack cheeks after we get beat. So I'm going to say the Bills come out and win 38-17. And then the only reason I'm going to say that to back it up, 38-17, is because for the first time this year, I know we've seen highlights of the D-line. I know we've seen a couple picks. I know we've seen some fumbles. But I think the week before we have the bye, they're going to give us some hope, give us a little credit, make us love them a little bit. I think my out-of-nowhere play this week isn't going to be a player. It's going to be the whole defense. I think the defense, we're going to be getting to Bijan Robinson, shutting him down. Knock on wood, because we ain't did that shit all year to stop the fucking run game. I think this is the game before we go into the bye. I want to see the run game stopped. I want to see tackles finished when we hit the motherfucker the first time, not sacks that turn into big plays or runs and passes that are 4 yards and we hit them and then all of a sudden it's 10 first down. So I think the defense is just gonna lock in this week, get our shit together, and that's my out of nowhere. And if I had to pick a player since he played last week, I'm gonna say Landon Jackson. I'm gonna say he gets a sack this week. That would be my out of nowhere play. Landon Jackson with a sack. Fuck you, Spartan, you old piece of shit. Wake up.
Happens when you wake up at 4:30 every day.
Nah, man. But
Stop
no,
picking
man.
on my friend up there. Just because he's old and you're younger, you think you can run on him.
Hey, man. Tell him, Ella. Tell Spartan to wake up. Say, Uncle Spartan, you're old.
Wake up.
Nah.
I can't say anything to her.
Oh, you can, bro.
I
Yes, you
can.
Hey, she's a gangster. She'll give it right back. I don't. Hey, look. For all the BWO world,
Well,
hate me
I'll
all
put
you
up-
want, I don't care. I don't hide nothing from
I'll
this
put
kid.
up
I
with
smoke weed. Like, I don't smoke weed an inch away from her. I'll smoke it in the other room. She knows about weed, and she knows I'll never smoke in my life, Daddy. That's gross. Her grandpa and them smoke cigarettes. She's seen beer. She knows all that's gross. I don't hide nothing from this kid. She gets straight A's. She plays sports.
Well,
She's a good at. Oh.
She's a little cute girl, and you're not so cute. So I will take it from her. But
Ass, and she'd be like, "You're old as shit." No.
She told me I was old this weekend.
Ella, who's the best quarterback in the NFL?
well, Corey just called you out. Now we know why.
Who's
know.
the best quarterback?
Josh Allen.
Who's the best football team?
Bells.
Good job.
She said I was almost
Yes, sir.
99.
Because you look it, boy.
if
Oh yeah.
Nah,
she
Joey,
saw
we
me, she'd be
appreciate you.
like, "Oh my God, he's 100."
At least you still got her, bro. The fuck you can see your future in my fucking. Look, you can tell if we're gonna win tomorrow or Monday or not. No, no, we appreciate you coming on, Joey, man. Again, like we said, Rocky Mountain Bills Mafia, Rocky Mountain Bills podcast. Rocky Mountain, Lou sucks my dick because we were in the Army together. He's like a brother to me, right? But check him out, you guys. I know you guys go on Sunday during the game, sometime during the games, right? You guys are, I think, Friday nights.
Yeah, we're between the game,
Right.
like right before it or between one or the other. But
Like you said, pretty much.
I know this much. I know this much. Lou said that he loved to slap your duty cheeks.
Hey, where is Lou? Is he out looking for Chemlight batteries?
You know, I'm telling
I
you
asked
right
him if
now,
he would. I asked him if he wanted to come on tonight and talk about it, but
Lou
he was
had to
busy.
move back to Colorado because my construction business was owning hit. No, I'm just playing. That's man. Me and Lou we were in the Army together. That's my boy, man. I love that. We like. It was funny because he was like, He's like, I'm from New York, and I was like, oh, I'm from New York. And he's like, yeah, but you're probably from New York. You don't know where I'm from. And I was like, yeah, you don't know where I'm from either. And he was like, yeah, I'm kind of from like Buffalo area. And I was like, yeah, me too. And I was like, well, I'm not even close to Buffalo. I'm closer to Rochester. And he's like, oh, yeah, me too. And then it was like, well, I'm not even really near Rochester. I'm like Finger Lakes. He was like, holy fuck, no way. Yeah, dude, it was the craziest thing ever, man. But we appreciate you coming on, Joey. Thanks, man. You always have hot shit. Love watching all your shows. I see you all the time on fucking all types of shows, man. You always got good intake. You know your shit, dude. We appreciate you
I
coming
love
on.
talking Buffalo. I love talking Buffalo Bills, especially with friends.
Like you said, man, whether they agree with what we say or not, we aren't fucking experts. We don't know our shit, man. We got Google buttons and ESPN just like the rest of y'all. And we're just emotional Bills fans that call it like we see it. And trust me, this show might have sounded negative, but we're going to be rooting. You're still going to see Spartans mount up. You're still going to see Spaghetti-O Chugs. You're still going to see us. We call it like we see it.
I don't know about all them other Bills fans out there, but I've been a Bills fan. I've seen it all. I've seen us go to 4 Super Bowls. I've seen all of it. So I'm not just some person that just started watching the Bills. I've been a Bills
Right.
fan since 1978.
I mean,
And,
Right.
Spartan, we're a couple of us are probably old enough to remember them Super Bowls. But
Oh yeah,
I was in
we're
high school.
I'd
passionate
rather
Bills
be
fans, man. We call it like we see it.
come on, Joey was
had-
I'd rather be nowhere else. I'd rather be nowhere else in the world but a Bills fan.
I'm telling you,
When
I had
I
this
die-
kid. When
When they
Josh
say
Allen
when I
came
die,
to
bury me
Buffalo-
inside a jewelry store, they're gonna bury
Yeah.
me inside a red, white, and blue casket.
I'm telling you, my buddies joke with me. I would buy a dildo if it had, not that I'm gonna use it, maybe, who knows, you know what I'm saying? But no, if it had a Bill sticker on it, no. Dude, I had this kid when Josh Allen started for the Bills. I still remember it to this day. She's 7 now. I remember her in my arms as a baby, standing in our little shitty ass rundown 1-room apartment, pretty much, watching Josh Allen play the Minnesota Vikings with her asleep in my arms like this, man. And he hurdled that motherfucker. I was like, oh my God. Whoa! And she was like, what? I was like, oh, honey, I'm sorry. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Got her calm down. The next play, as much as I hate, Devin Singletary took the ball like 40 up. I'm like, let's go. Dude, she in my arms. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. If anybody knows me, they know. Don't get married on the Bills game. Don't die on the Bills game. Don't call me on the Bills game. Don't nothing. So I know we might have seemed a little biased tonight. We might have seemed a little angry. But like Joey and them said, I'm the youngest one here. I'm 37. They're 107. So I can't speak for these old crusty fuckers. But we've been Bills fans our whole lives, man. They've seen more than I have, and I'm passionate, so I can only imagine about them. Hate us if you want. Suck my dick. Don't give a fuck, dude. McDermott needs to go at the end of the year if we don't win a Super Bowl. You don't like it? Sorry.
I'm your
Anybody
Huckleberry.
got
I
any
love
last
all my
thoughts?
Buffalo Bills brothers and sisters.
Oh, yeah.
There's the biggest misquote ever. You just said it, Joey. It's not Huckleberry. It's Hucklebearer.
Ah.
You know what a huckle is?
Huggy
I'm
Bear?
about to school you. A huckle. Yeah, it's a hucklebearer. A huckle is on the side of the casket, and that's what you hold. As a hucklebearer, you are a casket bearer. He said, I'll be your hucklebearer, which means he will be your casket bearer. The
Hey,
biggest
Spartan.
misquote in history.
Spartan. Ella's got something to say to you.
It's not a knuckle sandwich, it's a nucky sandwich.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Well,
All right,
guys,
catch
we
you
appreciate
later.
y'all tuning in. Joey, thank you for hopping on, man. We pretty much, whatever you want to say, if anybody's got any last thoughts. If not, go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Mafia.